About what happened at the WBC convention yesterday. So we'll start with Canelo Alvarez. They approved his move to cruiserweight to face Anunga Makabu. What did you make of that?
Orchestrated greatness. That's what I think of it. Canelo Alvarez, I mean, he campaigned at 168. And I've said this before. This is nothing that I'm not saying that's new. I said this before. He's a great fighter. You know, I respect him as the champion that he is. He is the #1 fighter in the world. I don't think he's the best skillful fighter in the world, but he is the #1 fighter because of accolades. Make a long story short, you know, when he started campaigning at 168, he started campaigning after a guy, his name is David Benavidez, lost his title on scales. Okay, he saw a perfect opportunity for him to collect all his belts. He knew that he can beat every single guy in the division, including Caleb Plant. And he showed that. And I predicted this. I said he's going to become undisputed, so you might as well make him #1 pound for pound in the world. Now, still, everybody's clamoring for him and David Benavidez to fight. That's what and David Benavidez called him out. And he's still not going to fight him. So he's going to go up to cruiserweight. Why? And fight a guy that we don't know? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? I don't know this guy that he's facing. The guy I hear is relatively short. You know, I understand he has a belt at the weight class, but nobody wants to see that. You know, understand that, you know, belts are spectacles, man. They're spectacles in boxing. You know what it's about? It's about who you fight. That's what it's about. People want to see exciting fights. People want to see Canelo pressed to know if he's the best fighter in the world. And he's not giving us that. So I don't like the decision.
Okay. Just to play devil's advocate on that, obviously his last 3 fights have been Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. Would you not say that top operators in the super middleweight division?
I'm not saying that they're not top level. I'm not saying that they're not top level, but there's still fights that we want to see. Better be it's no joke. That's a great fight, I think, for him. A great fight for him, but obviously he shied away from him for a reason. Again, David Benavidez. You want to sell out Cowboy Stadium? Fight that guy.
Those are the words of Timothy Bradley as he counterpunches Canelo Alvarez. And let me counterpunch Timothy Bradley. I have to agree with him. It is who you fight. Okay, it was kind of far-fetched to go past 175 to cruiserweight. And why? Because to me, it seems like you would want to finish the work that you've already started, just like he did at 168, then he went to 175, then he went to 168 and he completed it. So the next step would really be to go to 175 and fight Better Beef and those guys. And to me, I just think it's strategy, and the strategy being fight the easiest fights at the best opportunity or the best time. And father time I'm talking of, is one of those things that can reduce the chances of risk of getting your ass beat. Okay, see, Better Beef is 36 years old. And as far as we know, he's still a live animal. But chances are, by this time next year, will he still have that same tenacity, that same aura of invincibility? Will he still have that? Or will he still have that in early 2023? Odds tell us no. But if he still does, it would still be more of a strategy for someone to wait that guy out in his expiration date of that aura and invincibility to fight him then. Okay, that's what that should be. Because Canelo doing what he did, he's fighting a guy we never heard of. You guys remember what he said about Demetrius Andrade. Oh, well, you fight nobody. You're a horrible fighter. Well, you got an undefeated guy that we have heard of. Okay, and the question you ask yourself, if you're a Canelo fan or not, okay, who's more known, Makabu or Andrade? Better yet, I will make a poll to see who's more known. But then another thing, when you did accomplish to become undisputed, it's like you're letting them all go, and you fought hard to get something that you're not defending. I'm going to conquer every kingdom, the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, the WBO. I'm going to conquer all these particular kingdoms, and then I'm going to let them go. You know, and it seems like to me he would want to defend that belt, being that reigning king, you know, getting more and more people. Because, I mean, you had people that were willing to go up there, I guess. I know you had people willing to come down. You had Dimitri Bivol willing to go to 168, which I don't think that would be right. Why? Because if you've already fought at 175, why would you try to drain someone at a catch weight at 168? That makes no sense. Especially being a champion at 175. Okay, so it like those type of things you're looking at, and you're seeing the prima donna things go down, and hey, the rehydration clause, and and all that shit, and the catch weights. And you're looking at it, okay, well, you're willing to go past 175 to go to cruiserweight, possibly 200 pounds, but then yet the guy you're fighting is not a guy that we've heard of. That's right. Timothy Bradley is right about that. Now, I'm not sure about the David Benavidez thing. Did he deliberately wait to campaign against when David lost? Did he do that? I mean, that could have happened, but I'm not really sure if it did or not, because only Canelo could answer that question. I know David Benavidez is fast. He throws quick combinations, but I think he should consider fighting that guy because he knows there's more than enough people that want him to take that fight. Not just another weight class of a division we really don't ride with. Nobody really knows people at cruiserweight since Usyk. Here you got Bradus and stuff like that. You had Dorticos and those guys, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that was one of the divisions that were really less known. You had the heavyweight, you had the light heavy, you had middleweight. Okay, and of course you got welter and 135 on down there. But those were the divisions that were more popular and known of. Canelo made 168 where it's at when he got there. But the thing is, you got there and there's, hey, you got David Benavidez. If Jamal Charlo's willing to come up, he should do that. But then it makes no sense anyway for those guys to make any type of effort because you're going to a different weight class. But then the question is, if he beats Makabu, where does he go from there? That's the big question. So I don't really just go in on Canelo just yet because I want to know what he's going to do. Okay, as far as fighting the best. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Timothy Bradley's comments towards Canelo Alvarez. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.